Well, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hello, Amanda. Hello, James, Gail, Liza. Hello, phone number. I see a 571 phone number. Whoever you are, thank you so much for tuning in. We have some more people that are coming on and jumping on right now. So please, let's get the chat going here. Thank you for kicking things off here, Amanda. And if you would be so kind, go when you're typing in the chat, make sure it says everyone. I think you have a choice of hosts and panelists or everyone. Click on everyone, because one of the things with doing these webinars is the energy. The energy that we put in is the energy that we get out. So the more participation, the more engagement, the more you're going to get out of this. I promise you that. I mean, just think about it. Think about person A, who is going to the gym. They're committed. They're at the gym. They're running. They're lifting. They're panting. They're sweating. And then we have person B, who is still at home in their gym clothes, thinking about going to the gym. Who is going to get the results, person A or person B? Mark it up into the chat. Let's get that chat. Say hello. Say hello. Don't be shy. There's no wrong answers here. It's like, oh, Dr. B, you didn't tell me there would be participation. You're not doing this for me. You're doing this for you and all the fellow participants. So let's go ahead. Don't be shy. Get the chat going. Say hello. Say hello. Hello, hello, hello. Tell me that my mic is working. Can we get a hand up? All right. So James, thank you so much. All right. So give me type it up in the chat. Are you typing it up in the chat? Type it up in the chat. Say hello. Hello, hello, hello. Don't be shy. Thank you so much. Good evening. All right. Hello. Hi, hi, hi. All right. So let's get rolling. I want to share a story as we open up. It was an amazing, incredible experience this past weekend. Had the opportunity this season to be an assistant coach on my son's baseball team, Kyson's baseball team, and it's called the Stars. It's a travel organization, and we finished up this past weekend with the Ripken experience. It was up in Aberdeen, Maryland. Just an incredible time. Our last tournament of the year. So it had, I believe, it is an affiliate, maybe double A or single A for the Baltimore Orioles. And the park is set up like a mini Camden Yards. The hotel was kind of like in right field, just like it is up in Baltimore. They had 7 or 8 fields, all kind of set up like major league stadiums. You have to kind of use your imagination when you go to Fenway Park and the Green Monster, and you go to Wrigley Field and you see the Ivy, and they had Citizens Park for the Phillies, Yankee Stadium, Memorial Park, the old Orioles Stadium, and it was a really cool experience. Baseball, Saturday and Sunday, our games started at 8 a.m. That means practice warm-ups was 7 a.m. And so I'm in charge of that, and getting the kids moving on the frosty fields was incredible. It was an incredible experience. Now, you're here for mindful weight loss. Anybody know what this is right here? Type it up in the chat. What is this right here? What's this representing? Any ideas? Yeah, fat. And it's like 10 pounds of fat. It's been like nice weight to curl, do some shoulder raises. 10 pounds of fat. We're here for mindful weight loss, nurturing body and mind for lasting transformation. And why am I bringing up the baseball analogy? Because in order to have healthy weight, in order to lose weight and have more energy, be stronger, be more resilient, healthier, it's kind of like baseball. And I want you to be thinking that what I'm going to teach you tonight, what I'm going to share with you, it's not going to be home runs. We're not looking at hitting home runs here tonight. And we're not looking at hitting home runs through the holidays. And we're not trying to hit home runs into the new year, because you're going to get a lot of swings and misses, and every once in a while you'll connect, but you're going to have a lot of misses. So I want you to be thinking about is, with these strategies that I'm sharing you, part of this comprehensive system that we introduced over 18 months ago, that's helped myself, helped my wife, and has helped many, many, many people here in this practice lose weight and keep weight off, so that they can have increased energy levels, they can reduce brain fog, improve sleep, reduce inflammation in their body, balance out and improve hormonal function, enhance self-esteem, enhance body image, and reduce the stress in their body and the need for emotional eating, and even improve and eliminate chronic health conditions such as heart disease, cancer, diabetes, autoimmune disorder, digestive disorder, so on and so forth. I want you to be thinking about hitting singles. And this is about a mindset shift. It's a mindset adjustment. It's a lifestyle adjustment. And these are proven strategies to help you align your lifestyle in order to produce massive results while being in this office. And yes, very much so, progress, not perfection. So thank you so much for joining in on this webinar. Let's get going here. I'm excited to share. I have a PowerPoint presentation to help keep us focused on this conversation, to help really be a guide in this conversation that you and me are having here this evening. If we kind of take a look at this year and where we're at, we are past Halloween. So we have Halloween review mirror, but some of you, you're still enjoying Halloween. Hands up if you're still getting your hand in all that candy, either that you collected or you were unable to give away. Anybody? Anybody? Okay, I appreciate some honest people here today. I understand. I mean, I had my hands in it. I had 200 grands and then 2-pack of the Reese's. And I got to tell you, I got back on track with the SprintSet lifestyle back in July 31st. We kind of hit like a wall. I found that the first half of this year, even more than the first half of the year, I was off track, running the kids to baseball practice or Girl Scouts or volleyball. Our days were long, our evenings were short, so we're woofing down food. We're eating a whole bunch of snacks and treats, and the next thing you know, I found that my clothes were not fitting so well. My pants were getting tighter, my shirts were getting tighter, and I was lying to myself that I was just putting on a lot of muscle in the gym. But really what I was putting on was a lot of extra pounds here. And it didn't happen overnight. It's kind of like the whole singles versus home runs analogy, using that for baseball, is it just slowly started to creep in. And I noticed my joints getting stiffer. I noticed my energy levels going down. I noticed that my sleep was getting disrupted and my joints were swollen. I was less productive throughout the day. I was going through these massive mood swings, and I was all over the board. And then I woke up again and realized that it's time to align my life. The things that I'm going to teach you here tonight, you've probably heard before. Some of it might be new, and some of it might be a review. And that's okay wherever you're at on the spectrum. But the most important thing is not the information, it's about the implementation of the information. So when I first met Dr. Roger, I was 20 pounds heavier than I am now. And I was sharing with you about my lifestyle. I mean, even being naked in front of the mirror, I was like looking at my body. It was really affecting my self-image. And so it's like, okay, I need to make some changes here. I wanted to make some changes. You see, I'm 44. My dad had a heart attack at 42. So there's a lot of heart disease that runs in my family. So I could either just sit on the sidelines and engage in a stressed lifestyle like my dad did, or I have a chance to actually rewrite my health outcomes, my health history here. I'm not going to change my genes, but what I can change is how I turn my genes on and off. And that all comes through how I am living my lifestyle. And I'm going to share how I lost 20 pounds. I just did a reset on the SprintSet. And since the July 31st, I dropped 13 pounds and I've been able to maintain it. I have a rhythm. I have this dialed in. I can tell you what foods I eat, how my body will react to it. I could tell you what my body is going to say on the scale tomorrow morning. I can predict the outcomes of my mood and then my energy. There is a science behind it. It is proven by 2 Nobel Prize winning technologies. This is the SprintSet Energizing weight loss system. So I got recommitted. We brought it into the practice a year and a half ago. Our results have been absolutely amazing. Our clients have been crushing this. Some are here to lose weight. Some are here just to have more energy and create a detoxification in your body, get into better lifestyle habits to have more energy, because you might be at your quote unquote ideal weight, but you're eating the wrong things, you're drinking the wrong things, you're not in a rhythm with them, and it's not producing the best health outcomes that it could be. Well, fast forward to July 31st, the line in the sand this time around was not me, but I'm grateful that I got back on it. It was actually my wife, Eros. You see, Eros, she is 45, and she went to the doctors and had the blood drawn and reviewed with her medical doctor. And what the medical doctor saw was that her A1C level was 7.3. Well, if you are in the medical world, if you're familiar with this, you understand this is like really high. And A1C is a predictor of diabetes, heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, because it shows elevated inflammation in the body. And so my wife's been under a lot of stress over the last year and a half with work and merging departments and working for a not so nice boss. It just causing a lot of stress, and all that stress and her lifestyle was just eating away at her. And the doc said, look, if you don't change this, then, we're going to have to take a medical route. And this is those injections that they have today that lower A1C. But what they found is you'll lose weight. But also what they're finding with it is when you're on this, and just like every drug out there, there's a side effect. They're finding that people and clients that are on Wegovy or Ozempic and those injectables are getting side effects such as cancer, blood clots. Like, it's really disrupting their health. So there's a lot of side effects associated to it. And my wife's just like, I don't want to do it. And the truth is, the doctor said, well, the drugs are the easier route. Not many people are willing to commit to do it the harder route. And I say the harder route is the right way. And I know each and every one of you that are here live or watching the replay or listening to this on our podcast, you're an action taker. You're here because you want to learn as much information as you can for you and your family to make the best decisions, so you don't have to be on the drugs for a lifetime, because one drug leads to another drug that leads to another drug, so on and so forth. And like Gail, you like to say, is you got to put in work. Gail's a nurse. She's been a nurse for many years, and she understands that there is a responsibility in our own hands that we can make better lifestyle choices. So if you're like me and you come from a family that has heart disease or cancer, diabetes, and you're looking to adjust your lifestyle to reduce the risk of getting those diseases, then you're in the right place. If you recently got some blood work back, or you've already been prescribed drugs and you want to get off of blood pressure drugs, cholesterol drugs. I'm going to share a story with Diane that when she did this program, lost 25 plus pounds. She went back to her MD, had the blood work done, and her cholesterol levels dropped so dramatically that her medical doctor was like, "What did you do? I've never seen this in all my years of practice." And she did it in a very powerful, natural way with strategies that I'm going to share with you here tonight. And so wherever you're at on the spectrum, you might be extremely satisfied with your health. You might be extremely happy with the results, and you're just looking to take it to the next level. You're looking to have more power, be more present, be more productive, be more on purpose and profitable. So wherever you're at on the spectrum, and I'll share the results of what happened with Eros later on in this presentation, but it was really that crisis that, oh shit, my medical doctor is telling me if I don't make a change in my lifestyle like today, like the future is not looking good here. And I'm only 45, that's what my wife was saying. And it's kind of like, ask yourself the question, do you want it easy, hard, or hard, easy? Do you want to take the easy route in life and then make it hard down the road, or you want to put in the work today so that you can have it easier down the road? It's your choice, because you had a choice to show up here or not, and you chose to show up. And at the end, I have a choice for you, an opportunity for you to take advantage. And at the end of the day, you're ultimately in charge of you and your family's healthcare decisions. I'm going to present the opportunity for you, and you get to decide if you want to do that or not. So before we move on and get deeper into this, and I'm going to go right into tactics. So if you're a note taker, make sure you have a pen, a piece of paper. I talk fast, so please listen fast. I want to know, why are you here? Why are you here tonight? I want to slow it down just for a moment. You saw the messaging, mindful weight loss. We said nurturing body and mind for lasting transformation. We talked about what you'll learn here tonight, and do this all without medications, surgery, or strenuous exercise. Do it the all-natural way. Why are you here tonight? So type it up in the chat. Tell me, why are you here? Why here? Why now? We are past Halloween. We are right before Thanksgiving. I mean, mindful weight loss, the easiest pounds to lose are the ones you don't gain. This is the perfect timing as we are going into the holiday season. We have Thanksgiving, there's Christmas or Hanukkah, there's New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, there's the Super Bowl, which is now a new holiday. We have Valentine's Day. Yes, you heard me right. Valentine's, that's how chiropractors celebrate it. We have Valentine's Day. We have St. Patrick's Day. We have Easter. Look, the hits will keep coming. And if you don't make a decision here tonight, you're just going to continue drifting and sliding in the wrong direction. And the last thing we want is for you to go to your medical doctor, get some bad news, and be forced to make a decision. What we don't want is for you to go through a crisis and wake up in a hospital room and have to make healthcare decisions. Why are you here tonight? So let's see what we got going on in the chat. That's right, Gail. That's right. You have to put in the work. Do the work. When you do the work, your body will take care of itself. Yes, that's right. We have reinforce your why, need a reset. Perfect time of year, Gail. Could not agree with you more. This is the reset. Like, it's actually possible to lose weight, get back on track with your lifestyle habits, go through the holidays healthier and stronger. Nobody said perfect. Go healthier and stronger, leading into 2024 like a rocket ready to launch, rather than just allow your health habits to deteriorate, start eating the wrong things, start drinking the wrong things or more of them, stop your exercise routine, allow your mind and body to get more stressed by more holiday stress, more stress from the news, more stress on the social media and all the stress that comes from the holidays. And then need to spend more time, money, energy, January and February, trying to get back, if you can, to net zero. Like you literally can gain more health and use the end of 2023 like a slingshot and propel you to new heights in 2024. John, you're always a seeker. You're always learning, and I appreciate that about you. And then my question is, well, why is information important to you? Why should I care that you want more information? And what I mean by that, and I say it respectfully, is why do you care? And I know some of your health goals there, but make a declaration, not for me, but for you. And John, I just want to take a moment and say thank you for your service, sir. Thank you for that, and happy Veterans Day. My dad is a veteran. My dad is still alive. He's out in Arizona, and I really appreciate our military men and women. So Charlie, if you're listening, or Gail, please pass that to Charlie. Thank you, Charlie, for your service. And if there's any other veterans here and I missed it, or you have a veteran in the family or a friend, please thank him on my behalf. All right. Yes. Feel tired, feeling unfocused, joints hurt, and want to lose 15 pounds. Fantastic. That's a fantastic goal right there. I could tell you is that 15 pounds off the frame is, we multiply that by 4. I know we didn't say math was going to be happening here tonight, but that's 60 pounds less pressure off of each knee. Imagine it, on the back. Imagine that off of the heart, that pressure. Imagine that off of your heels and feet, Oh, I love it. Not for weight loss, but for nutrition, healthy life practices. Absolutely, you're going to get all that here tonight. And why does that matter? Why do healthy life practices matter to you? Love to get off statin drugs, cholesterol. I want to let you know that that is possible. Like, it is not a life sentence, but if you continue living the lifestyle that brought you to those drugs in the first place, you're going to get the same results. Yes, to have choices. And why are those choices important? So I'm going to ask each of you just to keep leaning in. You all are doing fantastic and amazing. It takes about 5 times for me to ask a client of mine, why are you here, for us to actually get to the root. So these are right at the surface level. We want to go deep. We want to get to the heart of the matter. Because if you don't have a big enough why, the challenges, the obstacles will get in the way of you achieving your results. I know that because I'm speaking from personal experience. But get to the why. My why do I do this? Why do I fight for my health to stay healthy? Because it's not easy being an entrepreneur, being a doctor, a leader, a husband, a father of 2 young children who are growing up, and stay healthy through it all. But I could tell you that to be healthy and to be there with my son, coaching him and his baseball team, it's all worth the effort. Being out there doing the warm-ups and actually showing these 10-year-olds what a healthy 44-year-old looks like, 2 years removed from having pec major surgery. I want to have a quality of life with my wife as we're continuing to grow in this marriage, to be able to do things together, for us both to be healthy and strong. And I know that I can't lead her or you or my kids if I'm not walking the talk. So please remember, why are you here? Remember your why, because your why is what is going to pull you through the challenges. I get it. Like, I hear clients say all the time, it's like, Doc, I'm here because I want to be healthy. Well, why do you want to be healthy? What are you fighting for? Why is that important? And then I start getting into, I've seen my parents and their quality of life. I've seen patients I've seen friends and their quality of life when you don't take care of it. So why are you here? And I know it can get very personal, but I'm going to challenge you to keep working on that. And when you see me next time in the office, share it with me. So We're here right before Thanksgiving. We're going to talk some tips about mindful weight loss. The easiest pounds to lose are the ones you don't gain. So let's dive in here. Okay, number one, we're going to talk about embrace. This is about you being committed. So I'm going to right out of the gate hit you with another powerful question. How committed are you to the results that you're here seeking? Truly, on a scale of 0 to 5, put it in the chat and be honest with yourself. I don't want you just giving me answers to try to impress me or try to make me happy. No, this is about you. Scale is 0 to 5. 0 is I have no interest in making any changes in my life. And a 5 means I will do whatever it takes to get the results that I declare here this evening. So where are you? 0 to 5. Go ahead, type it up into the chat, please. Okay. So probably a 2, a 3, a 4.5, a 4. Okay. Yeah, now that you've seen results. So you're close to, I think, 8 pounds already, Liza. I mean, that is friggin' incredible. Okay, we've been 18 days or something like this. How many days, Liza, have you been at this? And almost 8 pounds already. Share your success with everybody. Let them know that this is possible by following these simple lifestyle changes here. Is it 19 days, 10 pounds? All right. I don't know. Can you give a clap or a hoot or a wow or something in the chat to Liza here? She's 19 days into the SprintSet Plus system and 10 pounds. And Liza was working on doing this since, I don't know what it was. You were working on your own and you got some results. But then now we got a bunch of steam here. Okay. We got a lot of momentum. You're doing friggin' amazing, like out of the gate. That is awesome. 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 I got a 3.467. I think that's pi. Somebody messing with me out? If you're wondering if pi. All right. I love it. All right. Yeah, you go. Whoop, whoop. All right. You're doing awesome. You should be very proud of yourself, Liza. You're on your way, finishing this year strong, starting 2024 like a rocket. You're doing absolutely amazing. All right. So embrace it. And I got to tell you is the ones who get the best results are my level 5 committed people, hands down. I want to tell you that this program, I do not accept everybody in this program because some people just are not ready. And how do I know if somebody's ready? They tell me they're a level 5, or they tell me they're a 4.5 and they fight for that 5. But I got to tell you, I've turned a lot of people away on this program because unless your commitment level is high, just throwing more money at this is not going to fix your problem. You got to want it. This is what we tell our kids, our boys playing baseball. You got to want it. You got to want those results. We can't want it more for you than you want it for yourself. So embrace the challenge. Know that you're not alone on this journey. You will not be alone. You're going to have support. You're going to have accountability. But regardless, tip number 1, you better believe it. You better believe that those results are possible. I've met a lot of people that have been down on themselves. They've tried multiple ways to lose weight. Some have gotten results. Some it's been a very difficult, trying time to try to get the results. You get the results. It's not sustainable. The weight comes back. It's like a yo-yo. Maybe you've been told by a friend, a spouse, a medical doctor that why are you even trying? You're not even going to get this. Anybody have a negative Nelly in their world? And sometimes that negative Nelly is you in your mindset. So first, before we move on, what negative patterns or beliefs have you created? Because what you believe about your health will determine how you behave about your health. And how you behave about your health is going to determine the results that you're getting. I can share a lot of behaviors here, but if the mindset is still subluxated, if there's a misalignment in the beliefs and the way that you're behaving, the results are not going to be there. So lesson number one is success is alignment. Success is alignment in the vision of what you believe and what you desire your true health is and why you want it, plus your values. Obviously, everybody here that's watching or listening cares about your health. You care about optimizing your health outcomes. You're an action taker. You care about your family and others. You care about personal growth and transformation. You're looking to better yourself. We love progress over perfection. We also love better every day. Are you ready to embrace the challenge of health and declare success? Are you ready to make the bold declaration? One of the greatest compliments that my clients get when they're on the SprintSet system are the compliments that you get from family, friends, and others. They see the transformation. You don't even have to tell them. And as your body is getting healthier from the inside out, your cells are healing, you're energizing your body, your skin gets healthier. You're looking younger to those that you see, because stress ages you rapidly, faster than you would otherwise. Hands up if you understand that. Stress in your life is toxic. It's robbing you of your health. So the solution is, if you want to change, think it, say it, believe it. John, I know you do a lot of personal growth and development. This would be the affirmations. This would be incantations, as Tony Robbins would say. You must say, I am healthy, I am strong. But for many today, you've been told that once you hit a specific decade in your life, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond, all right, this decade, you get this set of symptoms, these diseases and illnesses, and these drugs. So do you believe that you're designed to be healthy? Do you believe that your body is smart and intelligent? What you believe about yourself is how you behave. How you behave determines your outcomes. So tip number one, better believe it. Belief, and it all starts with you on the inside out. Number two, pump it up. I mean, take a look at where you're at. How long did it take you to get your body like it is today? I get some clients that, I don't know, they come in, they have a pain, and they think I'm a magic worker, this wizard with the magic wand. And, after years or decades of abuse on the body, I just wave my magic hand, my magic wand, and all of a sudden the pain goes away. In some instances, it happens like that. But we know that even when you're feeling better, the underlying problem isn't corrected. So kind of think about it. Think about how long it's taken you to get your body like it is today. How long has it taken you to put the weight on? How long has it taken you to, that you've been abusing your body and been off track? Like, how long has it been for you? Because this will set some realistic expectations of how long it's going to take to get the results. And yes, Liza, believe you are worth it, because you are. You are worth it, and you deserve it. Think about how hard you've been working, how much you've been serving your family, how much you've been serving your friends, how much you've been serving those that you work with. So you better believe that you do deserve it. So how long should it take to change? I mean, there's a lot of research out there. I've seen 30 days, I've seen 45 days, I've seen 60 days to create a new habit. So we're probably right around the 60 to 75 day range. Everybody varies, but it takes time to create and implement a new habit. And I want you to be thinking, remember, we're just looking to hit singles every day. We're looking to get some wins. We're trying to create momentum. We're trying to implement some new success habits. And you almost want to make changes so small you would even question if it doesn't even really matter. Okay. Because once you get a new habit down and you get consistent with it, then we can add the next habit. Anybody here ever try to make too much change too soon? I mean, I'm notorious for this. It's like ripping the Band-Aid off. It's like overnight, like boom, 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 boom. You can ask Eros about this. She'll tell you. I'll come home at night and I'm like, hey, babe, tomorrow I'm going back on SprintSet and resetting, and then it just like it brings all this stress in our world. Now she understands, and our lifestyle is aligned. I've done this by myself. Now I've had the experience of doing this with my wife. If you can do this with your spouse or partner there, I think it's easier. That's been my experience, but it's not impossible doing this alone. But if you have somebody you're doing it with, it helps create and generate momentum. But I'm that guy. Like if I'm enough is enough. I'll hit my breaking point, and it's like, all right, boom, rip the Band-Aid off. Here we go. It's not necessarily the best for everybody else in my environment, but the results work, because when I'm healthier, everything else in my life is healthier. My relationships, my connection with God, how I'm showing up in the practice, so on and so forth. So the solution to all this here is we want to create some SMART goals for yourself, okay? Some SMART goals. So give me just 30 seconds. So grab some water if you need to take a restroom break. I realize I just left my notes right out on the printer on this. I want to share a couple things with you that I think will be really helpful for you on your journey. So stand up, do a few jumping jacks right here. You do not have to do any burpees. We don't have to get crazy like that. Do some air squats, do some breathing. I'll be back 30 seconds. All right, I'm back. Now that was probably less than 30 seconds, so you're all doing great here. Now in the chat, when you get a nugget, when you get a aha moment, what I'm going to challenge you to do is drop the aha moment, the nugget, type nugget, put your nugget, what you're hearing in this for you. Because I always find it so interesting is that when you're in a group with others and we're all learning from one another, I'm learning from you as much as you're learning from me. And you might hear something in a different way, and you might hear it in somebody else's voice that they heard it from me and it clicks for you. So in a very selfless way, very bold and courageous way, make declarations. Type it up in the chat when you hear a golden nugget and aha, you're making a declaration. All right, so SMART goals means specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. So you want to be setting up SMART goals for you to increase the chances of you hitting your target and hitting your result and goal. So number one, specific. So you might have this as a goal. I'm just giving you an example. This is not, you don't have to take this goal. If you like it and it resonates with you, awesome. Take it and make it yours. So a specific goal, I will continue to eat clean Monday to Friday, following the protocols I learned in SprintSet. And I will increase exercise by walking Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 30 minutes. Very specific goal. Now, a measurable goal would be I will record my food intake and exercise in a journal daily. They call it the power of the pen. This is one of the 2 Nobel Prize winning technologies that SprintSet leverages. This is all about using a pen to write down everything you eat and drink, holding yourself accountable. I got to tell you, out of all the habits I share, this is one of the top 2 that make the difference for me, because I'm visually writing down what I am eating and what I am drinking. So I know when I step on the scale the next morning after I empty my bladder, I'm going to see the weight and I'm going to see the results, knowing that my actions have a direct impact on my results. Attainable. So you want to ask yourself, is this goal attainable? And yes, is it a reasonable goal? You want to ask yourself this. So if you have gained, let's say 50 pounds over the last 5 years or 4 years, let's just say since COVID, and to say I want to lose that in a week, probably not attainable, probably not reasonable. So you want to extend your timelines out. So you want to make sure that it's attainable, have a realistic goal. Relevant. So eating clean Monday to Friday will ensure I will continue to maintain my weight and health goals. Exercise will ensure that I am not only consuming a healthy diet, but I am reducing stress levels and getting proper sleep. So it's a very relevant goal. And then time-based. I will continue this plan for the next 6 weeks. Well, lo and behold, here we have 6 weeks left in 2023. I don't know. I saw somewhere somebody was saying 42 days, 41 shopping days left to Christmas. Ah! I tell somebody this and then they're going to the pantry and now we're eating a bunch of sugar just to deal with the stress. I know this because I've done this in my own life. I am a mindless stress eater. I mindlessly eat when I'm not paying attention. I eat when I'm stressed. I mean, that is my outlet right there. And if I'm not careful, it's not just eating the wrong things. I could be eating healthy things even, just consuming too much. So, and then reassess once you complete the goal and the goal has been attained. So it's once you finish that goal, reassess, celebrate. If you're like me, sometimes you just go right on to the next goal and you're not taking time to recognize and honor and celebrate yourself and show yourself some appreciation. That would be the next step right there. So consider that. SMART goals. Okay. All right. I use my Net Diary app. Okay. Very good. I'll have to check that one out. Sounds awesome. All right. Next. So after embracing. So tip number 3 here is have a drink. Now, if you're not paying attention here, when you say, oh, Dr. Beef said I could have a drink. All right, so you're going to make yourself a cocktail, have a beer, have some wine. That's not what I'm talking about. When I say have a drink, having water, agua, H2O. Water is critical for all bodily functions, including digestion and elimination. I mean, when you're not drinking enough water, your body will get constipated, or it'll be hard to have a bowel movement, and then it's hard to get all those toxins flushed out of your body. So then you get a leaky gut. The toxins that are supposed to get out of your body go through the gut lining and into your bloodstream, and then it creates all this inflammation, and that's what's leading to weight gain and inflammation and A1C levels, cholesterol, blood pressure levels, all going wreaking havoc on your overall health. Water helps boost your metabolism, cleanse your body of toxins, and also acts as an appetite suppressant. So here's a solution. Carry a water bottle around. Many of you see I have the 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock. It's 90 ounces. And how much water should you be aiming for? Half of your body weight in ounces. So 90 is a little bit much for me, but it's close and it works. So I can track throughout the day, okay, am I on track, off track with my water consumption? And if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. So keep it in front of you. And I like the big water bottle because I only have to fill it up once. If that works for you, great. But either way, find a strategy that works for you. And consider adding a fresh lemon or fresh lime. That'll add to the digestion health with the water. And add some fruits to jazz it up. That is okay. So instead of, some people are like, water, I can't do just water. It's so bland. Whatever your excuse is, like your commitment level to your why has to exceed it. Otherwise, if you're your excuses and your challenges and obstacles exceed your why, then you're going to stay stuck or you're going to rebound. So tip number 4, give yourself a break. And I don't mean Kit Kat. What I mean is, are your meals high in carbs and bad fats? If they are, we need to make some adjustments. We need to add protein. We need to add healthy fats and veggies instead, as it will reduce cravings. So it's not just adding the proteins and healthy fats and veggies. It's about eliminating the bad carbs and the bad fats. Portion control is important. So you don't need to weigh your food on SprintSet, but you do need to measure it there and size it up. There's no calorie counting along the way. So very simple, but be selective, not rigid. You don't need to eat the same thing every night. I had somebody come in and they're like, Doc, what is this SprintSet all about? Because I'm doing this weight loss, I'm getting results, but I'm eating the same things every single day. Chicken, broccoli, strawberries, something like that. So be selective, have a variety. That's why God made a lot of different veggies, different colors, because there's antioxidants and nutrients and micronutrients and minerals in there. That's why you eat a wide variety of proteins and fruits and veggies. It cut back on taste testing. All right, anybody here, you go to Thanksgiving and there's 15 different dishes, and so we're grabbing some from everything, and it's like, all right, I got to try this, I got to try that, I'm going to try this, I'm going to try that, try this. Cut back on the taste testing. Be mindful. So be careful going to parties, hosting, and being hungry. I've been there before, and then it's like you're consuming over and over and over, and it's just like, all right, deep breaths. We're going to go into this mindful. So our nourishment, drink lots of water, and give yourself a break from the bad carbs and the bad fats. All right, so move. That's the next step here is, can eating too fast cause weight gain? And the answer is absolutely. If you're eating so fast, you're not mindful of what you're eating, you're going to eat too much, and you're going to miss a very crucial and critical part of digestion by chewing and breaking down the food with the enzymes with your saliva in your mouth, and you're just going to quote unquote woof it down. Anybody, you're just can't get enough of it. So yes, eating too fast can cause weight gain. So the solution is, as you sit at the dinner table, be there now, be here now, not distracted with electronics. I get it. Like, I just want to let you know, I'm not preaching from the pulpit. I am guilty of every single one. And I love hosting these webinars because I'm reminding myself to stay on track. But it's like, you're on the phone, you're scrolling through, you're seeing all this negative news that's going through, and you're just eating and eating and eating and eating. And then you eat your food and then you're still not hungry. Then you go to the pantry, get out a bowl, you put the potato chips in the bowl, you put the bowl of potato chips in the pantry, and you take the bag. Anybody ever make that mistake? Or you're like, I'm just going to do 2 cookies, and you set the cookies on the counter and you take the whole bag with you. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but these are things that'll happen. And if you're not mindful, that this will start to cause weight gain. So chew 20 to 30 times before swallowing. I've even read by chewing your water. I know it kind of sounds crazy, but chewing your water stimulates the proper hormones within your mind to make sure that that to secrete these digestive enzymes and increase the satiation faster right there. So but it's important. This is important because if your liver is toxic and then sluggish, fats, even the healthy ones, will cause weight gain and interfere with weight loss. So on the SprintSet system, as you are nourishing your body, removing the bad carbs, the bad fats, you're slowing down in how you're chewing your food, SprintSet is not all about weight loss. There's a period of weight loss, and then there's a set. So the sprint is the weight loss, and then there's a set where you add healthy fats. So you want to reset your metabolism before then you go into another sprint where you're losing the weight there. So how you chew your food, how you're consuming food, it all matters here. So tip number 6 is all about get moving. Okay, so get moving. Is sitting dangerous for your health? Absolutely. Sitting is the new smoking. An average adult in the US sits for 9 to 11 hours a day. You're sitting in the car. You're sitting at the dinner table. You're sitting at work in front of the computer. You're sitting in front of the TV. You're sitting in front of your iPad watching this, or however you're consuming this. Studies show that those who sit longer are more likely to be overweight and also have higher risks of chronic diseases and early death. Well, that should be enough motivation to get you moving. So if you're able to, like myself, I have a standing workstation that I'm presenting from. If you want to stand up just for a moment, just put your arms up over your head, hands in front of you. Just you could even do some arm circles like this, moving forward, moving backwards. So the solution is walk at least 30 minutes a day. If you're able to walk 30 minutes a day, that's the aim. If you're able to do it while the sun is out, absorb the brightness of the day, that'll help reset the pineal gland and reduce cortisol levels, also help with melatonin production. We talked about that in all the sleep webinar. So if you didn't attend that one and didn't get on the list for the replay, let us know, let Lynn know. We'll make sure that we get that to you. That was a phenomenal webinar. So you're doing great. So get that blood moving as we're wrapping up here. So get up every 15 to 30 minutes and stretch. Do the spinal hygiene exercises. That's what you want to be doing. And if you have any questions about the spinal hygiene exercises, ask Aphrodite. She's doing great with that. So, and the next tips are about renew. This is about checkout. Like it is okay to sleep. And when you're lacking sleep, it will be tied to weight gain because your cortisol levels stay elevated. And when your cortisol levels stay elevated, it puts your body in the fight, flight, stress response. And the lack of sleep can cause increased levels of the hunger hormone called ghrelin and decrease the satiety and fullness hormone called leptin. So it causes a hormonal storm. The SprintSet system regulates your hormones. And when the hormones are not regulated, it'll lead to overeating and then weight gain. And so those who don't get enough sleep are more likely to gain belly fat, the visceral fat. That's why in our office, we don't guess, we test. And we have a test to measure the visceral fat. That's the belly fat. That's the most dangerous fat. That fat leads to heart disease, cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's, autoimmune disorders, all the chronic conditions that you can think of. So it's important when we're losing fat to make sure we're losing that fat primarily and the number one spot around the belly. So the solution, avoid electronics 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. Stop eating 2 to 3 hours prior to bedtime. And because 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. are the hours your body heals and restores the most. So when you get into rhythm, you get into this circadian rhythm of a lifestyle habit, these rituals that SprintSet teaches you, it tells you not only what to eat, but when to eat. Not only how to exercise, but when to exercise. And the only exercise required on SprintSet is movement of walking 30 minutes a day, which is great. Everybody can do that. And then tip number 8, quiet your soul. How do you de-stress? Studies show that high and sustained stress levels are linked to belly fat. So hands up if you know your modern life is unnaturally stressful. I'm raising lots of hands right here. If I could get my foot into view, I would put my foot up there. A lot of stress. Modern life is unnaturally stressful. And studies show that all that stress, it causes negative impact on your physiology. Your body, instead of burning fat, retains fat. So you got to address the 3 T's. the stressors of thoughts, toxins, and traumas, as Dr. B.J. Palmer taught. So you need to reduce caffeine and alcohol intake, and then breathe. Turn down the lights and turn on some calming music. I love the Calm app. There's a Headspace app. There's a lot of, my Aura Ring right here has some meditations. You can YouTube it. You can get some relaxing music on. But box breathing, I'm going to teach you that if you're unfamiliar with it. I learned this from a YouTube video from the Navy SEALs. So box breathing, think of inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, in for 4. And then you just repeat. So let's all do this. You can do this right now. So I want you to inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. One more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Just think of a box. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Doing that, quiet your soul. This will lead to more mindfulness throughout the holidays. And ultimately, in conclusion, how to embrace the holiday season right through here. You embrace it, nourish it, move, and renew during the holidays. Practice mindful eating, nourish without distractions, including work and electronics. Eat slowly, chew your food thoroughly. This will allow for better recognition of your body's signals of fullness so that you consume fewer calories. Don't skip meals. This slows your metabolism and can trigger overeating. Skipping meals in anticipation of saving room for the big meal will work against you. And remember, stay hydrated. Water is critical for all bodily functions, including digestion and elimination. Proper hydration boosts your metabolism, cleanses your body of toxins. It also acts as a appetite suppressant. Now, a couple examples here as we wrap up. You know, ultimately, at the end of the day, you're in charge of you and your family's healthcare decisions. But I'm going to give you an opportunity here if you're looking to take control of your health. So I want to give you an example. This is Fred, and Fred, body fat lost 82.8 pounds on the SprintSet system. He came in, did a body composition analysis, and we started to look at the facts. We looked at his metabolic age, we looked at his weight, we looked at his visceral fat, how hydrated his cells were in his body, and his body fat percentage. We sat down and we talked to him about his goals and understood his why. And incredible on the system, you can see the results, a 15.3% reduction in body fat. You take a look here, Mary on the other side, body fat loss, 39.8 pounds and 9.7% body fat loss. So going back to my wife, Eros. So Eros did the SprintSet. It's a 71-day process that she went through. We did our initial body composition analysis when she began. We did it when she finished here. And I'm so proud of my wife. She lost 26.5 pounds. She's fitting in clothes. She kept her jeans that she had prior to her and I dating. We've been married for 15 years, so that's probably 17.5 years. You should have seen the excitement and the happiness coming out of the closet, fitting in the jeans that she had prior to us dating. 2 children later, working full time, having to put up with me, and just seeing her lifestyle deteriorate and all that stress caused this weight gain slowly over time. and to see her weight and where she's at, the compliments that she's getting. She's did the work. She went back to the medical doctor. Her A1C went from 7.3 to 5.8. They're lowering her metformin medication. Soon she'll be off of it. And I hear this time and time again with our SprintSet clients. And at the end of the day, I will put you in touch with somebody just like you, so they can talk to you about their experience if you'd like to hear it from somebody else that have done this. I want to be here recommending this if I didn't see value and if I didn't think that you get results from it. I'm not here to waste your time, but I'm here to offer you an opportunity. Think about 6 months from now. Wouldn't you regret knowing that you could have done something but didn't make any change? And at best, you're the same as where you're at now. At worst, that your condition continues to deteriorate. And I also want you to be thinking 3 months from now, how amazing are you going to feel 15, 20 pounds lighter, having more energy, sleeping better, in less pain, your clothes fitting better, having to buy new clothes. I had a client say, "Hey, doc, you didn't tell me that this program was so expensive." And I said, "Parker, what are you talking about?" I said, this is very reasonable. How much is your health worth? And he said, "Doc, calm down. I'm just kidding." He said, "I had to go buy new clothes because I lost 26.8 pounds on this." You see, Parker jumped in right before his 60th birthday. There are a couple times throughout the year that I know you and I are looking closely at our health. It's our birthday. We're hitting a milestone birthday. We got some bad news, a bad report about our health, or it's New Year's. Somewhere along those lines, you're taking a look at your health and you're reassessing. But think about how amazing it's going to feel, how amazing you're going to feel with all the compliments, the energy, the strength, the vitality to continue to do the things that you need to do and then want to do by taking action now. And I know you're an action taker because you're here this evening. And so my invitation to you is very simple. What's the next step here? Well, you get started like everybody else did. You come on in and you and I have a conversation. We are going to go 5 levels deep and determine your why. Why is this important to you? Why does this matter? Why should I care? Why should anybody else care? Why should you, most importantly, care on this? And then, like I said, we don't test, or we don't guess, we test in our office. Just like if you've known me, we are always running tests so we get the facts of where you're at. And then based off of your goals and what you're looking to accomplish, what the results are saying from the body composition analysis, then we'll determine if SprintSet is right for you and specifically what custom tailor-made program is right for you. And then we talk about when it makes sense for you to get started. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to go ahead. I want you to, if you're able to, if you have access to your smartphone, open up the camera setting right here. And then what I want you to do is scan that QR code. So just go ahead, open it up, scan it. It's going to take you to a link right now that has my schedule for this week. I apologize. I have limited space available as I am taking the family and we're going to go ahead to Michigan next week and spend some time with the family for Thanksgiving in Michigan. So I have a few appointment slots available this week. So get out your phone, scan this QR code. Now, if you would like, I'm going to go ahead and just type in the link. So if you'd like to go this way, you can go right into the chat. It's super simple. Just hover over the link right there where it says app.acuity scheduling. And then what I want you to do is go ahead and then click on this schedule right here. What this schedule is going to do, can you all see? Can you see the schedule? Did it come up? Did it bump the PowerPoint? Can anybody give me a hands up if you see the schedule or type it up in the chat? Do you see the days and time of Tuesday, November 14th, which is tomorrow? and then Friday, November 17th. Are you seeing that? Can somebody confirm in the chat? Just give me a yes or a hand wave. If you're not, just let me know that too. Okay, Gail, thank you. So what you're going to do is you're going to set up this consultation. You just click on the time that works best. You select and continue, and then you're going to type your name. You're going to type your email address. I don't want to click on it because it'll probably mess up and take away an opportunity for somebody to schedule. But those are the 3 time slots: Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. and 11, and Friday morning, 9, 10, and 11. You're going to get an hour scheduled with me. So it's going to be incredible. You're going to walk away extremely clear on your why and what your goals are. And we're going to set up a plan together, and we'll determine if the SprintSet system is right for you. Either way, you're going to walk away with tremendous value, knowing this information and having this information available to you so you can make the best healthcare decisions for you and your family. And speaking of your family, I also, if there's somebody in your household, they were unable to attend this webinar, but you know that this would be good for them too, I'm going to honor this, and my gift to you this holiday season is a complimentary hour consultation with me for the body composition analysis. We're going to talk about your why. We're going to talk about your goals, why it's important to you, and a strategy to set up for 2024. It's going to be incredible. You're going to find out what is your weight, what's your visceral fat rating, what's your metabolic age, what is your hydration levels of your cells, and your body fat percentage. So go ahead, scan this QR code, click the link in the chat. I only have a few appointments available, so it's first come, first serve. And I appreciate each and every one of you joining in. SprintSet, no regret. Just think about what life could be like. Think about what life could be like, taking control of your health, take control of what you can control, your lifestyle habits. And with so many people out there, telling you what you should do, forcing you to do things, they're not talking about your health. There's so much doom and gloom about you can't take control of your health. You need drugs and surgery. And I'm here to tell you there's a better way. I'm here to tell you there's a healthier way. I'm here to tell you there's a more effective way. And this is a system to teach you about your body, to set you up for success, not just 3 months, not just 6 months down the road, but for years to come. So as we close, I want to share with you this birthday celebration that this family has. And it's a tradition in this family that whatever age you're turning, that's how many birthday wishes you get. So Dad this year was turning 40. And so the family was in the kitchen. They brought out a big chocolate cake with 40 candles on it, set it down in front of Dad. Everybody's gathered around Dad, and they're hooting and hollering, so excited to hear what Dad's list. So Dad pulls out a list. He has a list of wishes here, 40 of them, and he starts reading them off. This year, taking everybody to Disney World. Woo-hoo! Everybody is so excited to pump. The next one on the list, this is the year I get my sports car. Yeah, Dad, go, Dad. And then the third one on there, a week's vacation over to Europe. Boom, yeah, Dad. 40 was epic. Next year comes around, 41. 41, big chocolate cake, family gathered all around, set the cake in front of Dad. Everybody is so excited. 40 was amazing. What is 41 going to look like? Well, Dad reaches in his pocket this year and he pulls out a sticky note. It had one wish on it. You see, this year Dad was diagnosed with cancer. When you have your health, you have many wishes. When you don't have your health, you only have just one wish. It is my mission to help you and your family have as many birthday wishes as possible. Thank you all for coming on this webinar tonight. I know you're here for a reason. I know there is no mistake that you're here. If you're watching the replay, thank you for joining. If you're listening to this on the Pure Power podcast, whenever you're listening to it, there's no mistake that you're here. So click the link, schedule the time for you and me to sit down. Let's have a conversation about this. Get out the QR code, snap a photo of it. Okay, make the appointment. Don't wait. Procrastination, that's the thief of health. Thank you all for being here this evening. Love and appreciate you all. And I look forward to seeing you in the office and sitting down with you and talking how we can help you with your health and wellness goals. God bless. I'll see you soon.